Hi, we're at the ASHP summer meetings in Las Vegas, Nevada, and with Sara White and Susan Cantrell, two of the three editors of the new ASHP book, Letters to a Young Pharmacist. For both of you, where'd the idea for this book come from?
Susan?
Well, actually, I would say it's twofold. I'm always hearing from Sara and Bruce about all the things that we need to do to help younger practitioners as they ascend through their careers. And so there's one idea about that. They laid the foundation for it. And then building on that, I had read another letters book that's wonderful, by the way, written by a woman by the name of Ellen Spragans on what I know now about success. And it kind of sparked the idea. I thought we have so many pharmacists out in the world that have done so many wonderful things, and those coming up behind us can learn from it. So I shared the idea with Sara, and of course she took it totally to the next level, and here we are.
The 35 pharmacists, how did you choose? How did you decide who to approach to write these letters?
You know, we sat down together, Susan, Bruce, and I, and just, threw people's names on a list, people we had interacted with in our career. We wanted to have kind of a broad base of where they came from. We didn't want all just acute care hospital pharmacists. And then we sort of pared it down and started asking people. And there was no, real criteria per se other than that they had had interesting careers. How would you answer that?
And I think our significant challenge with that was more of not who do we ask, but how do we narrow down the list? Because there are so many people in our profession. We're fortunate to have so many thought leaders who have wonderful stories to tell. And so narrowing down the list was really the challenging part for us. And we really matched up the individuals to topics that we wanted to cover. So we had certain people that we knew had expertise and others that we had heard speak on a number of issues. For example, past President Diane Ginsburg, some of the things that she talks about in her letter, she talked about during her presidential address. So it was just a meeting of the minds, really, that brought us that list.
You mentioned Diane. As the letters started to come in, any surprises? What was your reaction as you started to read the letters you'd asked for from these pharmacists?
I think the challenge kind of was, and ASHP helped us a lot with, we needed to have personal stories from these folks, not just the career kind of dates and what they did. And so getting people to do that was kind of a challenge, but once they started doing it, I think they were really interesting, heart-wrenching in some aspects, especially the struggles that people have overcome, how to get around the obstacles that basically everybody has in their career, but they don't tend to talk about that because they think there's nothing special. So for me, it was really how different each of the letters is and how personal, and what a great learning experience.
I think so. And one surprising thing to me was that some of the people who have written letters for the book I've known for 2 decades or longer. But in the process of working on the book, I learned so much about these individuals that I didn't know. And that was the fascinating part. I have to say that for us, I think it's been a wonderful experience getting to know more about these people that we admire so much. And it's been a really interesting process.
I would agree.
Great. Well, now that the book is out, what are you hearing? Have your friends, comments? What kind of feedback are you getting?
Yeah, I think people are coming up and commenting on individual letters, commenting that they want to use these for residents, for younger people. Just thanking us, really, is kind of what I've had. I think it's great.
Exactly what I've heard as well, and I've gotten emails and phone calls from people who have read it and expressing how much they enjoyed it, how much they learned from it, and so I think the buzz has been positive from my perspective.
And we did get people to not just talk about pharmacy, but their integrated life, and so things about how do you achieve a life balance, what happens if you have a very serious illness, things that, are part and parcel of everybody's career. So I think that brings an additional dimension to the book.
Okay. Sara and Susan, thank you.
Thank you.